Ah, good to see you again. Welcome to Firewater Cave. I hope Paula didn't give you too rude of a welcome. Don't worry, she's just being protective. You'll be friends in no time. Anyway, how did you get on? Did you manage to get the caravan schedule? That's good news. Once Frank manages to get them to our agents in the field, I'll give the gang the green light for another few raids. I know North Vegas has been struggling lately, so they'll be happy when they see the haul we get from those caravans. We don't have an official ceremony or anything, but let me welcome you to the Vultures. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. There'll be plenty of time for that after we deal with the NCR. I swear, we'll drink enough vodka to knock out Lannius himself. Although, I doubt they'd allow such things within the Legion, with all the bullshit about moral decay jammed into their heads. Anyway, I reckon you'll want to meet everyone in camp. They'll be happy to walk you through their responsibilities and their day-to-day jobs. Once you've got settled in, I'd like to have a word with you. I have a job which requires someone with your talents. Ah, you're back. How's life treating you, friend? Ah, excellent. I chose Firewater Cave to hide from the NCR, not just because it's out of their reach. Let me explain. During my traveling days, I came across a Poseidon Energy call center. This was back west, before I started my war against the NCR. Those sorts of places, if you're lucky, could have spare medical supplies hidden in a first aid locker. That's if you're willing to take the risk. Kids these days think they know best. You ought to listen to your elders. You might learn something once in a while. Now, where was I? Oh, right. I found more than just meds that day. A couple of terminal entries and a pair of coordinates led me out here to this cave. I also found a bunch of bizarre-looking keycards inside. Not sure what they do, other than the one that unlocks the bunker door down next to Beth. We did, but it was far too dangerous. We nearly got overwhelmed. Honestly, we're lucky to be alive. I should have known it would have been dangerous when I read it belonged to Poseidon Energy. When Poseidon is involved, you can never underestimate what could be lying in wait. The terminal entries mentioned a name, Paul Reeves. Think he was some company executive who managed a joint project with Voltech. Both of those companies, based on everything I've read, were military contractors for the old U.S. government, on at least one occasion. So, that means we could be sat on a military stockpile if those coordinates are correct. Was just about to ask. We'd greatly appreciate you doing that. Also, we've managed to pull some caps together for whoever is brave enough to go down there. My thinking is that there's maybe something inside that can help in our struggle against the NCR. See what you can find. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. I know how it sounds. You must think I'm treating you like you're expendable. I actually need you more than you know. The fact that you managed to track us down, against all odds, proves that you're a very capable merc. You might be the only one capable of surviving down there. We don't actually know what to expect, other than the ghouls we managed to escape from. I don't know exactly. When we first arrived, I sent Paula alongside a small group down to scout the bunker out to see what we were dealing with. They had to retreat from a large pack of feral ghouls. We're lucky that there was no casualties. The ghouls must have came out to hunt before we arrived. We've been here a few months now, so God knows if they're still alive down there. If you're lucky, they might have starved to death since we last ventured inside. If not, be careful as they'll be incredibly hungry. Also, in most of these military bunkers, security bots are usually a big problem, so you might want to be prepared for those too. Not much more than most people, I'm afraid. Used to be a pre-war energy company. Pretty sure they built that old Enclave oil rig just off the coast of San Francisco. I remember reading stories from those that managed to escape that hellhole. It's the kind of thing that'd haunt you until the day you die. Any company willing to throw their backing behind those monsters has no empathy. So that should tell you all you need to know about them. Be careful. Okay, good. Take this key card. It's the one I mentioned that unlocks the door down next to Beth. Also, Dexter should be able to help you out if you need any particular weapons or ammunition. And finally, good luck. Try not to get eaten down there. Ah, welcome back. I hope this cave is to your liking. If not, well, I'm afraid there's not much I can do. You're gonna have to get used to roughing it. I wish I had access to the same decorating services as the White Glove Society, but sadly, it's not meant to be. Anyway, what can I do for you? Well, I guess that explains Vault-Tec's involvement with this place. Did you manage to get inside? Ah, damn. Wait, maybe that's what this other keycard opens. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a pretty difficult decision. Where there's a vault, there's normally people inside. I don't think opening their vault door without their permission will make them too happy. I think the risk is worth it, though. We need to make first contact with the residents. They need to know that society still exists outside that steel door. If we're lucky, we might get some new allies to join our fight. With the NCR's similarities with the pre-war government, perhaps the residents narrowly escaping nuclear hellfire might sway them in our direction. I'm sure their grandparents' stories will have left quite an impression. I'm still skeptical about this entire thing, though. With Poseidon Energy having a stake in this place, I can't help but feel the specter of the Enclave is involved in some way. So I urge you to keep your wits about you. There is something fishy going on here for sure. I can answer whatever questions I can if you have any. Other than the ones I've already given you? I'm not sure. Those are the only ones I found in that call center, I'm afraid. I don't think that would be a good idea. The vault doors opening to a group of armed individuals might give a bad impression. Something tells me that would come across as rather intimidating to people used to living a comfy life in a vault. I really hope it doesn't come to that. What I'd say is that you're free to defend yourself if they attack you. I'd advise you pull back when you can, and we can come up with a plan to either evacuate or take the vault. This is all hypothetical, though. There's a good chance it doesn't come to that, though, if we're lucky. Good. Hopefully, the next time we speak, we'll have a comfy vault tech home to sleep in. Maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part, though. Take this key card. I think this'll open the door you mentioned. Good luck.